10 years after, with Alvin Lee, What? On Chrysalis Records. The Temptations, All Directions, on Tamla Motown Records. The Temptations, Puzzle People, from 1969, on Tamla Motown Records, with Hey Jude, a Beatles cover. James Taylor on Warner Bros. Sweet Baby James, a very beautiful album. Beautiful albums too. Cat Stevens, Steve for the Chiller Man, and Teaser and the Fire Cat, my favorite. Cat Stevens album, Ruby Love, Peace Train. It's a very lovely cover. Steppenwolf, Monster, a very rare Odeon, first German pressing. Steppenwolf's best album. Steely Dan, Can't Buy a Thrill, an MCA. It's a very good album. Pretzel Logic. Steely Dan. Steely Dan 2, Katie Lied. It's a very good album. My Status Quo collection. Pictures, Matchstick Man, the first Status Quo album. Very rare Yugoslavian pressing, but the real cover. The second Status Quo album, Spare Parts. It's a very psychedelic Status Quo. Jug of Two Head on Pi Records. The best Status Quo album, Quo, on Vertigo. It's a very, very good. The best Status Quo album on the label, on Italian Vertigo issue. It's very good. Ringo Starr's Country LP, Big Ups of Blues, on Apple. Sputnik's Something Like Country on Polydor. It's a very interesting album. Sputnik's is a Swedish guitar band. The Smokies' first album, Pass It Around, with Chris Norman, and the second album, Changing All the Time. Smokey. One of my favorite bands, Slade album, Polydor, first UK pressing. All New Borrowed and Blue, the best Slade album. And the soundtrack album, Slade and Flame, on Polydor. Gary Moore and the Skid Row. It's a repertoire issue. It's 24 hours. It's a very, very hard Irish band. Dutch bands, Shocking Blue with Modiško Vereš, Inkpot. It's the first Dutch issue on a Pink Elephant label. It's a very great LP. Simon and Garfunkel Bookends, my favorite Simon and Garfunkel album. Thin Lizzy, Bad Reputation with Phil Lynott. Jailbreak on Mercury. Here's the Thin Lizzy. Very great. Johnny Winter, Still Alive and Well, with Rick Derringer. It's a very good guitarist. A sad album, Dennis Wilson's Pacific Ocean Blue. And the first two Who album, The Who Shall Out, on Polydor, and just like again, Track Records. Yes, great cover. The first German Who album, The Who, on Polydor label. War is a Ghetto. It's a great soul music. War is a great band. Susan Vega's first LP, one of my favorite albums. Susan. Okay, Susan Vega, Days of Open Hand. It's a great singer. Vanilla Fudge from the beginning, near the beginning on Let Go label with Carmen Apis on drums. The Trucks' first album, Wild Thing, on Fontaine label. T-Rex, Mark Bolan and T-Rex, The Slider, the best T-Rex album. Cover photography by Ringo Starr. Another good T-Rex album, thanks. The great Stevie Wonder talking book on Tamla Motown. In the Regions, maybe the best. Or no. Songs in a Key of Life with a SB. It's great. Neil Young's first album, Neil Young's On the Beach. It's a very sad album, but a good cover. Very sad album too, Tonight's the Night from Neil. It's a great Neil Young and the Crazy Horse. And Neil Young, American Stars and Bars. That's very great. ZZ Top first album, a heavy blues album. It's a German pressing. Here's the ZZ Top. And Tres Hombre from the ZZ Top. And wait a minute. Ugh. Oh no. Yeah. Oh. That's great.